That very important question on what I should do. I really liked the concept when I first saw it of the synthetic data, and I thought that was very cool. I thought it would be great to be able to share data across sites, and the fact that I could very rapidly get information from my medical record system. I could rapidly design a query, I could find out information that I needed, and I could get it to the point of care to help someone take better care of a patient. One of the great values of MDClone is that the data is structured in a linear timeline. So every event that occurs in a patient's life, whether it be part of their social determinants of health, the billing that we do for them in an insurance company, the costs inside a hospital, and everything that occurs in our medical record gets labeled as an event. You can answer some very important questions in a very easy way. I can ask that very important question on what I should do next. What's the next best action for this patient? How is that patient likely to look in the future? And I can use it to be very predictive and to understand the total risk associated with that patient. There are really only two things that you ever need to know about to take care of a patient. You need to know what to do next, and you need to understand the total risk associated with that patient. The total risk is valuable because you need to understand the resources that will be required to take care of that person in the future. And what you do next can affect how things are going to happen in terms of total risk. So when I'm using a tool like MDClone, I can look at a patient and I can say, what does a typical person who looks like them look like in the future if I do this one thing? Many other tools, really, it's the doc or the caregiver saying, I'd kind of like to do this, and then a group of IT specialists go off and work on it, and you kind of really are left out of the system. MDClone allows you to work directly with the software so that the doc can ask the question they want. They don't need a whole bunch of intermediary IT folks to be able to do that work for them. I'll write up a query, I'll get my answer back, and I'll go take care of some people with it. Our implementation process for MDClone has been great. We are 3 months in and we have usable data. That is about 5 to 6 times faster than the average implementation. We have data from our insurance company in there. We have data around our own costs. And very soon we'll have some social determinants of health data in there. To bring in that kind of volume and richness of data in 3 months is pretty spectacular. As a caregiver, I actually could care less about data. I want information. Data is something to be analyzed. Information is actionable. What I really want is information about what I need to do for the person who's sitting in front of me. So it's all about information. Data is just a pathway to get there. What we did with MDClone was to start by